it's Rachel from All About Planners. In this video I'm doing a review of the Whistle and Birch planner. So I had numerous blog readers email me asking for a review of this planner, so I reached out to Stephanie and she was kind enough to send me this one for free. And even better than that, I couldn't decide what weekly layout to choose, so she included all of the different available ones, like a couple of months of each layout, so I can show you guys and also so I can try them out. So, first impressions, absolutely love this flamingo cover, which you get to choose. Tons of different cover options to choose from. Really have an obsession with flamingos at the moment. Love it. Has this frosted cover to protect it, and then the color printing is really nice. It's a really hot pink. You can personalize it with your name and the year. It feels sort of like a smooth, thin cardstock, and then that cover to protect it. In terms of the size, this one is about 8 inches wide by about 9 inches high, so I'd call it a medium size planner. It has the coil binding, which you find on a lot of planners. It's about, I'd say, 1.5 centimeters thick, and there is a bit of wiggle room on the coil if you wanted to add stickers and decorate your planner that way. That frosted cover on the back, and then also that cute flamingo pattern again as well. So let's have a look inside. So for the front of the planner, we have the usual This Belongs To page. The paper feels really smooth, very bright white. I'll definitely be doing a pen test. The link to the blog post for that will be in the description box below. So first off, we have some notes pages. You could use this for general notes, or she has split the page into columns if you wanted to do list making. The line spacing is pretty good. I'll get my ruler out. It is about not quite a 1/4 inch high, so about a usual line spacing. Then we go into the yearly dashboard. Quite like this. You got the top 3, which I always do, so really like that's already built in for you. Lined writing space, this cute flag banner for decorating, open-ended space down the bottom. Really like that format. And the monthly overview pages are in a similar style to this as well. We have the overview pages for each month, and then some space underneath if you wanted to put birthdays, anniversaries, routine tasks, like always forget to change aircon filters, all that kind of random stuff, update your life insurance. I also like to use these pages for blog content planning, and then you also have some note spaces up the top. So the layout is really functional. It maximizes the whole page. There's not really any dead space, which I quite like. Very functional, simple layout, looks really good. Then you have some notes pages, and we go into the tabs. So as you can see, these are really big tabs. Very chunky. They are thick cardstock. They're not bending at all, which is great, and laminated, very sturdy, and different colors. As you can see, very cute. And they have different stuff printed on the front. So this one has a bucket list. February has a quote. There's a lot of quotes throughout. Different one again. I really love that color. That's really pretty. So let's have a look at one of the months. So on the back side of the cover pages is color printing with the monthly overview page. I really like the ones that are color printing. The colors are really nice. I really wish the whole planner was printed in color, because it goes from color into just the black and white or gray, and the gray is continued throughout for the weekly and the monthly spreads as well. So very similar format to that yearly dashboard. We've got like birthdays, monthly gratitude, your top 3, and then the little flag banner titles. Love those. And I really like this habit tracker. Really maximizes the space where you can see all the numbers, and you get 2 of them. Really is a good all-in-one. Very impressed with it. Starting to see why lots of readers were really hounding me to do a review of this planner. So we've got the monthly dashboard with the dates at a glance overview, public holidays, events, open-ended boxes. I'd probably use those for project planning, priorities, and then a to-buy list. Very functional, and 2 pages for a monthly overview is not very common in planners either. We go into the monthly calendar. So I was a little disappointed that the monthly calendars aren't printed like with the flag banner in the same color as the tabs. I think that would look really cute. But it is a very functional page, and because it doesn't have any colors, you could use any stickers or anything that you like to decorate it without worrying about the colors clashing that you've used with colors on the planner that are already there. The calendar starts on a Monday, which is consistent with the weekly spread, which again doesn't happen very often. Most planners start the monthly calendar on a Sunday and then the weekly on a Monday, which I find super annoying. It has a monthly goal, a big lined notes sidebar, And then over on the other page, it has important and next month. Saturday and Sunday are in bold. And then if we go into some of the other months, just want to check, you probably know what I'm looking for, if the date boxes are combined or if they restart the numbering on the top row. And while I'm doing this, you can see these really pretty colors. This one's my favorite. Look how gorgeous that blue is. Really, really like that. So far it's not restarting the numbering on the top row, which is great. Which is not splitting the boxes. It is restarting on the top row. If I keep going through, no. Let me show you this purple one. It looks quite nice. Cute little cupcake. Again, really nice color printing. No, so I'm not seeing anywhere it's combining the boxes. I will check the rest of them after I finish filming the video, but I think we are good and that it's not combining them. So, after the monthly spreads, we go into the weeklies. Now, like I said before, there's a few different weekly spreads. So this one is the horizontal, and it is aligned. Really love line writing space. Horizontal, usually I just leave blank. This one has your lines and check boxes. Also got a weekly goal. It flags what week number you're up to. Starts on a Monday, so consistent with the monthly calendar. You get full boxes for Saturday and Sunday, and this ginormous lined note space down the bottom. And up the top, it also has a little important and next week as well. So there's really no dead space on this overview. This entire page is completely covered. Lots and lots of space for planning, and you still get decent line spacing as well. The other weekly spreads that she has available are, I think this one was the vertical. Yeah, so the vertical, so you've got 3 sections for each day and then also a checklist down the bottom. Again, starts on a Monday. You have the lined sidebar, same weekly goal, important and next week. And then the little monthly calendar overview. After the weekly vertical and the horizontal, there is also the vertical hourly. So this one starts at 7 AM and then finishes at 7 PM. So it's 12-hour, and you get multiple lines for each day. So if you wanted to plan in half hour, you could. And then same deal with the other weekly spreads where you've got the little sections up the top, sidebar, and then the overview calendar. So that's that one. So if we go to the next one, which is another vertical, but more of a like a family or I guess a mum planner layout, where you've got line note space up the top, meal planning, expenses, water intake, health, and then a checklist down the bottom. If you didn't want to track things like expenses, so I use an Excel spreadsheet for that, you could always white that out and then use it for something else. Lots of different ways you could customize these spreads. They're still quite simple, and because it's like a grey font, you could just write over the top of it, especially if you're using colored pens. So super functional layout if you like to categorize things. And then we go into the next one. Now this is the layout that I liked a lot, like probably the most. If you follow my blog, you'll know that I love when I have a weekly spread with the days of the week on one side and then list making space on the other. So I saw this one and I really, really liked it. So we have it's supposed to be a study planner, but I mean, I'm going to use it for blog planning and general life planning. So we have the school week up the top with the weekly goal, and then you get 2 boxes for each day. So you could do meal planning, priority, cleaning, reminders, build you, etc. And then generic lined writing space. And we go down to the bottom, and then the only thing that hesitated about this spread is because it has Saturday and Sunday in such a small format. Like the boxes you're not going to be able to fit much in them. However, there is all of this on this side of the page. So a ginormous checkbox, ginormous line writing space, and dot grid if you wanted to sketch out a habit tracker, or you had a project that you were planning, or just needed lots of line space. Or what I'm probably going to do is split this into Saturday and then Sunday down the bottom. Lots of different ways that you could customize. I think that this is my favorite spread out of all the different options. I think there is another one as well. So we've got lots of different options to choose from. This one is another 3 section per day, but it is a bit different. The Saturday and Sunday share the same amount of space as a weekday, and you get more line space down the bottom and checklists. So if you are someone that likes to, I'd probably say this one would be a good family planner if you do like yourself, your husband, kids, and then you had your cleaning tasks, maybe just some notes down the bottom. I think this one would be a really good layout for that because it does have that generic lined space that you can use for the week rather than allocating it to a certain day. It would also be really good for a student planner as well if you had your assignments, assessment that's due, and then personal stuff. I think that would work really well too. The yellow one, see what spread that is. So we go to the perpetual section. This yellow, I'm not usually a fan of yellow, but I'm actually liking it. Quite pretty, kind of a yellow gold. Colors are really vibrant. Got a yearly dashboard so you can start planning your next year with your New Year's resolutions. Got the 2020, that's pretty scary to be saying that. Annual overview. And then you've got a dashboard that's blank, so not a specific month. And then you've got January of next year. Then we have a lined note space. It's quite a lot in this planner. It is lined with the 2 columns, so you could do a lists on each page or just use it as note space. There's quite a few of those. Definitely be doing a pen test. The link will be in the description box below. And after all of the notes pages, we have a pocket folder. It feels like, I would say, thick paper. Not super sturdy, but it will do the job and it will be protected by the covers, so it should be fine, and it is double-sided. And we also have this clear pocket folder as well that you can slip some stuff into. 2 of those, and then the back cover with the flamingo pattern again and that frosted cover. So on the whole, I am really impressed with this planner. I didn't think I would like it as much as I have. I actually really like it. Really like all the different layouts. Very functional planning space. Sorry, I'm just trying to awkwardly do this with one hand. Love all the colors. Really do quite like this planner and would definitely recommend it. As for my favorite layout, I definitely like that student, I think she calls it a student layout, this one here. Definitely love this layout. So thank you, Stephanie, for sending this to me. I'm really quite impressed with it. I'll include that link to the blog post, which will have the pen test, in the description box below. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more review videos. I usually do 1 or 2 each week. I'll see you in the next one.